In the meantime, the long, weighty, and powerful record of health research that forms the basis for the current truck rule and other rules affecting diesel equipment has been challenged once again, this time because of the ethical lapse of an ARB employee. This is a serious matter. A single employee, whose name has been now mentioned in the press many times, Hien Tran, a statistician who has compiled or contributed to portions of several ARB health reports, including the most recent review and analysis of the effects of diesel particulate on mortality, falsely claimed to have a PhD from UC Davis. It was brought to ARB's attention that he did not, and although initially he denied it, he finally admitted that he did have a PhD, but it was from a non-recognized institution. A disciplinary hearing was conducted. He forfeited 2 months of salary and was demoted. He has been removed from the health effects research section, and as a practical matter, his professional reputation is ruined. But the stain that he cast over the work that he participated in can't be so easily erased. And for that reason alone, we need to expedite the public review and bring in as many independent experts as we can muster to speak about the state of the science. The Tran episode has caused ARB to institute some changes in personnel practice, including a formal degree review, but the harm does not stop there. The facts of this situation were brought to my attention during the December board meeting, and having concurred with the recommendation that immediate disciplinary action and review of Mr. Tran's work by an independent peer review panel was required, I did not promptly inform my fellow board members about this issue. I would note that the independent reviewers who completed their work in April concluded that Mr. Tran had used approved EPA statistical models, had done no independent work of his own, and that there was no way he could have manipulated the results. Nevertheless, the harm was done. There are excuses. We were in the middle of a hearing. I believe that the remedial actions I've described were adequate, and I knew that the tainted report was only one piece of a very extensive body of evidence that supports the need for reduction in exposure to diesel particulates. But the fact is that this was a mistake on my part. I should have shared this information with my fellow board members as a matter of course. If I were in their shoes, I would want to have all the relevant information myself, even if at the end of the day I decided that it did not call for any change in the truck rule or in the timing of the hearing. My mistake in judgment, although honestly intended, led to others making some wild, and I frankly think unjustified claims that call into question the board's hard-earned reputation for open and deliberative process. All I can say is, I apologize. Now, I understand that there are others who may wish to comment before we begin the staff presentation, and I will call on any board member who wishes to be recognized for the purpose of making preliminary comments before we go to the staff report today.